I'm waiting to work with you, so it's a pleasure to be here.
That's really kind. Well, I'm gonna completely expose. I saw you and Lisa Robertson presenting this on, I think it was an edition of maybe a beauty show or a PM Style.
Okay.
And I immediately, because it was selling out quick and they were like counting down with the egg timer, and I ordered it lickety-split fast. This is available on 2 easy payments. It's also available on auto delivery. Really quickly, you're getting 1 ounce of Neutrogena's, their high-end line called Dermatologics Retinol NX Serum. It's a treatment serum to fight aging. Except this is very special because I know retinol has many levels. It's kind of that elixir of the gods when it comes to fighting aging.
It's really well established.
You doctors are always prescribing it.
Absolutely.
But now this is affordable and over the counter.
It's retinols are imperative, and I tell all my patients when you come to see me in my office, we're trying to build a foundation to a house. We wouldn't start with just a door. We wouldn't start with just a window. We're building the foundation. The foundation is really simple. 2 things: sunblock every single day and a retinol every single night.
What is retinol? Because retinol is a pure form of vitamin A, is it not?
That's correct. It's the purest form of vitamin A, and this is a stabilized form of retinol. And there's, like you alluded to, there's all different qualities of retinols. And retinols that are poor quality, they'll break down very quickly, and as a result, you're not getting any benefit from them. So this is a stabilized retinol, which is really, really important to understand for patients and clients and people out there. Really have to understand that it's a stabilized retinol that you need. Retinol
turns over your skin cells, which means it's constantly revealing newer, younger, fresher, softer skin.
You don't even need me here. That's exactly, thank you.
I mean,
that's what I was going to say. That's the most important thing to understand. It increases surface cell turnover.
Right?
And so you get that younger, fresher complexion.
Now, who can use it? Anybody, whether I'm oily, dry, whether I'm younger, whether I'm older?
I'm glad you asked that. It's very, very important to understand that retinols themselves can be a little bit irritating when you first start using them. They tingle, they can cause a little bit of burning, a little bit of redness. That's very, very normal, but it really depends on your complexion. I have an oily complexion, so for me, I started using this a pea-sized amount every single night. I never had a problem with it. Some of my patients who have drier complexions, they start using it, they get a little bit red, a little bit irritated, and they'll start every other night.
I'm going to tell you right now, because if you get it home and this happens to you, don't stop using it and be afraid. I actually started breaking out. Not like huge, but I got like one here, and I was like, what's that? And then you were explaining that's part of the whole cell turnover thing.
Exactly. 57 days on average is the time it takes for adult human cells to turn over on their face. So from a cell that's born a day is going to take 57 days to turn over. So when you start using this, you're not going to see great results for a week. You're not going to see it for 2 weeks. But when the studies that were done by dermatologists, after that 57-day period, they started to note really incredible results. One of the statistics, I think it's probably the most impressive, around the crow's feet, 92% of dermatologists who viewed patients who used this for 8 weeks, 92% of those patients had improvement in fine lines in the crow's feet area.
You can go on auto delivery and have it coming to your house every 60 days. That also allows you to lock in the $29 easy pay opportunity, 2 easy payments every time it comes to you. Or you can do one-time ship, that's your choice. It's what's in Sean's satchel today because, doctor, since you're here, I have to pray on you. And by the way, in 3.5 minutes, if you use this or love it, please call in. Is it not true that if you're over the age of 30, if you are not using something on top of your daily moisturization regimen in order to fight the signs of aging by way of a treatment serum, then you are missing the boat on staying looking younger?
I think that's absolutely 100% true. But let's talk about that really quickly. You have to put skincare in a hierarchy. The #1 priority is a sunblock every single day, broad spectrum sunblock. Every single day, no matter what. Sun causes the aging process. And the thing that we use at night is the retinol. Now, you can use the retinol during the day if you like, under your sunblock, before you use your sunblock. I do it at night. That's just my personal preference. But you talked about moisturizer. Not everyone needs a moisturizer. I have an oily complexion. I don't need a moisturizer. That's why I tolerate retinols very, very well. People who have drier complexions, when you start a retinol, you might need a little bit of a moisturizer, and that's good to know.
Can I stay on this for the lifetime of my skin, or is this just a targeted certain window of opportunity treatment product?
Well, I tell people it's really, it's for all skin types, but it's for 2 people. People who are showing the signs of aging and people who are prior to that age and haven't really started seeing a lot of them but want to prevent them.
See, you live in LA, so this would be a very taboo question, but please, we're outside Philly here. Can I ask how old you are?
This is, my girlfriend actually told me I needed to mention this because I'm 36 years old and people tell me I look young. I actually went to the movies and got carded about 2 weeks ago. So,
is there any way, you guys, I'm sorry to spring this on you, but is there any way we can just go in a little tight on Dr. Will's face? Because it is unbelievable. How long have you been using this product?
I've been using retinols for a couple years, but I've been using this since the day it was available, which is Probably about, I got it early. I got it early. No
You
one else
have
could,
no
but I got it about a
wrinkles.
year ago.
There aren't
Thank
any
you very
wrinkles.
much. Well, I wear a sunblock every single day, no matter if it's raining here today in Philadelphia. I wear a sunblock every single day, no matter what, and I use a retinol every single night.
And I'll tell you, Neutrogena, of course, you know, you're a dermatologist. Whenever I go to my dermatologist and they're kind of recommending over-the-counter stuff, it's funny because they're always saying, yeah, go get Neutrogena. And you were telling me that's kind of industry-wide. Dermatologists really stand by Neutrogena.
Neutrogena is the #1 dermatologist recommended product in the world. And I always tell my patients, you can spend a lot of money on a good product or you can spend a small amount of money on a good product. If you want to go to the department store and you like that experience, you can waste money. Me personally, in this economy, and I'm a cheap person anyway, I try to be frugal.
You are not. You live in LA. Come
Well,
on.
nonetheless, I try to be very frugal with my purchases. You can spend a lot of money on a good product or a small amount of money, a reasonable amount of money on a very good product.
Well, I mean, like I said, I have it at home. I think obviously what to me speaks volumes is we hear so much about retinol, but I've always been scared of it, and I certainly thought that it was way super strong, required a prescription. Now with the name Neutrogena behind it, and this is their really caviar line, the dermatologics line, you just feel like they've kind of done all the work for you. This as well, if you've done any research on retinol, is the purest form of. This isn't pro-retinol. This is the pure stuff.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
And lastly, I just was really blown away by the fact that, you know, living in LA, being on a show like you are on, where appearances really count, and of course being a doctor, you could write your own self a script for anything. And this is what you use. So that's kind of like really peering behind the medicine cabinet of a doctor.
The craziest part about it is this is only available on QVC, and patients come to my office and they come to see me and they say, Dr. Kirby, what should I use? And I said, you should watch QVC and purchase this because I can't give it to you.
It's a great time of year, I think, too, to try starting to filter in a treatment serum into your daily regimen because the sun is coming out soon.
Please avoid the sun. The summer's coming. Spring's here. Avoid the sun. No burns. Keep your kids covered. And use a retinol every single night.
So follow the directions on the bottle. But certainly, too, if you're starting to feel some irritation, Dr. Will said that that's completely normal. But as a result, depending on how your skin reacts to it from the first time, you may not want to start by using it every day. Correct?
Right. Don't quit after a week or two. If you have a little bit of irritation, you need to stick with it for a minimum of that 57 days. I mean, another statistic, 94.5% of users showed overall skin appearance and radiance improvement after 8 weeks.
Fantastic.
And that's not patients who judge that. That's dermatologists who judge that.
Thank you, sir.
My pleasure.
Cool
Thanks so much.
Satchel. And it's affordable. My gosh, the beauty tip and secret doesn't have to cost you hundreds